Nay will be giving us the tips, and I'll be doing a little elaboration on each tip.
Spend time with yourself. It's important to do that. Sorry, I hit my hand.
So you want to spend time with yourself. And what do we mean by spending time with yourself? What we mean is you're going to take care of your spiritual needs. You are not self-sufficient. You do not wake yourself up. You are not in control of yourself. So you want to make sure that you're spending time getting to know the character of your Creator, who is in control of your life. And when you spend more time with Him, His Spirit will live in you, and that will help you to make good choices. Take a moment to stop and just enjoy nature, the things that are around you, the trees that are growing. You might plant a tree, but you are not responsible for that tree growing. When you look in the sky, the clouds that are in the sky looking like puffs of cotton that you can just pull from the sky, those are not man-made. So the things that are in nature, take a moment to just inhale the oxygen that we're breathing in, because without it, we are nothing. Take a moment to listen to the birds, listen to the animals wherever you are in your surrounding. Just take a moment to really stop and look around at the amazing work. Think positive. And this is always going to come up, because in everything that you do, you want to stay positive and you want to think positive. So I'll always be encouraging people to think positive thoughts. Despite your current situation, you still want to think positive and speak positively over your life and over any situation, especially if you don't have control over it. You don't want to be anxious about that situation, because being anxious just makes the situation a little bit worse, right? When the negative arise, you also want to create that one positive thing that you say to yourself, and then you gotta speak it. Some, the saying, fake it till you make it. If it means that you're gonna fake it till you make it, it's okay. It's okay to speak if you're not quite there in terms of believing in that one positive thing that you have to say. Fake it till you make it. That is totally okay. A massage, a pedicure, a manicure, and if you can't do those things, if you can't afford, if you can't pay to do those things, you can just do them at your house. That's part of spending time with you. That's part of spending time to take care of yourself. Your health is your greatest wealth, and so when you spend time with yourself, when you take care of yourself, you're able to give of yourself, your best self, to the people that are around you. If you're unhappy, if you're miserable, there's no way you're going to be able to serve the people that are around you, the people that are in your house, the people at your job. Matter of fact, we were created to serve. Apart from worshiping our Creator, we were really created to serve each other. There's so much information out there. So in spending time with yourself too, you want to read books, you want to listen to a podcast that's going to give you information. I'm a big fan of incidental learning or accidental learning. So much information out there in a podcast or in a book that they will never teach you. Research and get some information for yourself. Listen to a podcast or just read a book. Tip number 2. What does tip number 2 say?
Spend time with your family and friends.
Okay, so you do want to spend time with your family and your friends. Family doesn't always have to be blood. Family is pretty much just the people who truly, truly love you. When you spend time with the people who love you, you get to laugh. Laughing is good medicine. When you laugh, you are actually getting rid of stress. When you get to be with the people who love you the most, you get to share special moments. You also want to document, or those who love to journal, write stuff down or take pictures. And when you take those pictures or when you write stuff down, you can have those to look back on. You can have those to read. That's part of you creating memories. I've had journals that I go back and read ever since high school. Every time I go home, I flip through the pages and I'm like, wow, how much I've grown. It also helps you to get the things that you feel you can't say out loud. That's a good way to get it out there if you can actually put it on paper, and it will actually make you feel better. So the more you go back and you look at those memories, and you don't want to don't document the negative stuff, negativity. You don't want that to be lurking around. You want to stay positive always. So the good stuff that you document is what you want to go back and read. Tip number 3.
Use your vacation time. It's important to do that.
Yes.
Spend time with family and friends. Tip number 2.
So important. Yes, you. That's looking over your shoulder. The vacation time that you never take from work, it is called vacation for a reason, right? I know you love your job. We all do. But guess what? If you were to die today or tomorrow, you'll be more than likely replaced in a couple of days, in a matter of hours. You're not the only qualified person for that position. So if that's what you're thinking, you have something else coming. There is someone else that can fill that position, even if the person is not as qualified as you are, even if the person is not as knowledgeable as you are. The same way you learned it, someone else can. So the vacation time that you have backing up, it's time to use it. It's called vacation for a reason. As a matter of fact, research shows that the people who take vacation time, the people who schedule them vacation time, actually live longer than the persons who don't. So if you're a workaholic, I hope you're seeing this. Take the vacation time, even if it means that you have to stay a yard, turn your yard, take a break. And so vacation is actually to help you get a reset, right? So when you reset, you are refreshed and you come back, you'll be surprised to see, as much as you think you're qualified and as much as you think you know the job, after a vacation, you'd be very, very surprised to see how refreshed and revived you are to do the task that you're assigned to do. Which brings us to tip number 4.
Get your finances in order.
What do I mean by finances? Money. MONEY. Get your finances in order. A lot of the issues that many of us have is because we think we don't have enough money. The money is coming in, but the money is not staying. So you want to make sure that you are spending less. Make a budget. When you go to purchase something, ask yourself, do I need this? Can I do without this? If you can really do without it, then it's probably something that you need to pass upon. Okay? Now, it's different when you're trying to treat yourself. You've been really, really good and you're trying to treat yourself, that's a different story. When you're trying, okay, you know what, I've worked so hard and I'm gonna purchase this just for me, that's different than if every month you're telling yourself you're working really, really hard and you're treating yourself, you are running yourself into debt. And a lot of times it ultimately leads to some of us death. We don't want that. Manage the money. The money is not supposed to be managing you. Put money in its place. Until you put money in its place, then it's going to control you. The credit card, if you're not good with a credit card, cut you up and dash you away. In other words, if you're not good with the credit card, if you think you have to spend everything, buy everything, put the credit card to the side. I mean, I know we need it to build credit, but if you're constantly swiping, you're going to swipe your life away. You're going to swipe yourself into debt. Don't do that. I was on Luscious Journey live the other day, and she said she'd rather to spend cash. Why is that? She says when she feels the cash leaving her hands, she knows, oh wow, this money is leaving me. So when you actually pull cash and you're spending it, you get to see that, okay, I just spent $300. That's my budget for the month. Make a budget. And in my culture, we say, tank on crooked and cut straight. If it's not a need, I'm not going to buy it. If it's something that we have already, if it's not broken, don't fix it. You don't have to get the latest phone. You don't have to get the latest TV. If the one at your house is still working, you really don't need to buy a new one. So that's just something to think about. Tip number 5. What is tip number 5, my baby?
Enjoy your good stuff. Stuff that you buy. Don't just let them sit around and until you die. Then And you can't bring those things with you.
No, you cannot. You
Still
can't.
use them.
Yes, you cannot bring anything with you. Thank you, Zon. Too smart for your own good. You cannot bring. You're welcome. You cannot bring anything with you when you die. So the good stuff that you have, the table. Yes, you miss fancy pants. The table that you have over there that's been set for months or for weeks and weeks and weeks, and you're not gonna eat around it until company comes. Cook yourself a meal, go sit around the table and eat. Take out your best dishes, take out your best sweater and put it on, even if you're not going anywhere. Matter of fact, the place is opening up back, so find somewhere to go. Put on your best clothes that you've been having in that closet sitting. Put on the nice shoes that it's just sitting in there, dry rotting. Put it on and go somewhere. Use this stuff. I remember as a kid, my mom, she has what they call a buffet. The buffet has dishes, it has glasses, and those we didn't even use them. Like at Christmas time, maybe we would take them out and use them, but ever so often we would have to empty those and wash every single thing. So if you have, the good stuff lying around, it's time to start using those good stuff, because as she says, when you pass away, you cannot take it with you.
No, ma'am. No, sir.
All right, that leads us to tip number 6.
Learn to say no.
Okay, learn to say no. I mean, your word should be your bond. Let your yes be yes and your no be no. But guys, you don't have to say yes to everything. You have some people out there who are the yes man or the yes woman. You don't have to be that yes person. You do not have to make yourself available at every event or to attend every event. You do not have to make yourself available to help every single person. You cannot do it all. I know we have the superwoman character, but you don't have to be superwoman. You don't have to be able to do it all. Learn to say no and let your no be no. And that leads us to number 7.
Ask for help. It's important to ask for help.
But no man is an island. No man stands alone. Ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. Like for me, I know you want the thing to be done a certain way, but if you actually tell someone how you want it to be done, you can probably get help. And if it's like something that's not as detailed, you can ask someone to help you. Ask for help. You'll just never know. I'm sure we all have people in our corner who we can ask, for support if we need it. As a matter of fact, the people that are around you. You shouldn't be around them long enough, because if they're in your circle, that small circle I'm talking about, if they're in your small circle, okay, I can ask Joe to help me with this, and Joe, I definitely Joe is good for it. I can ask Susie to help me with this task, and she will definitely get it done.
I can ask my mom for help, my dad, my friends who are good at it, anyone who's around you, who is your friend, family, teacher, anybody you know.
Right, so it's really okay to ask for help. So if you are seeing this, I hope you watched it all the way through. And if you are lacking in any of these areas, and by no means this is just like a small list for self-care. So if by any means you come across this video and you found this helpful, please do give us a thumbs up, share it with someone, and do leave us a comment down below. What do you say, Zach?
Thank you for watching the video. Bye, guys.
All right, thank you guys so much, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Wow, you are the best cook in the
Go
world.
on with business, Bill.
Bye, bye.